welcome to another video of Inktober. So we start off with day 11 and that's snow. So once again, the first thing that popped into my head for this one was a snow globe. And I didn't want to do any old just round snow globe. I sort of wanted to incorporate one of those little fancy sort of terrarium type things. And I also wanted to include one of my previous characters that I've had in one of my illustrations, which was this little rock that I had in the forest creatures illustration that I did, which was a full A4 size illustration that I did of all these little forest creatures that were defeating this evil tree. And I wanted to do this little creature again, so I put him in this snow globe terrarium, which is snowing inside, and it's got a little tree, and he's got a little sign that basically says send help, because he's trapped. It's like someone has gone to this forest and has picked him up and thought, I'm going to create a little terrarium and I'm going to put him in it because he's super adorable and he wants out, he's trapped, and he's just holding up this sign saying send help, get me out of here, I hate this place, it's cold, it's snowing, I'm trapped, I'm claustrophobic, get me out of here. So yeah, that's where I was going with this particular piece, and I sort of didn't know how I was going to do the terrarium, what was going to be in it, so I just did one sort of big chunky log with a bunch of leaves up the top with a few flowery type leaves and just a few other sort of random shaped leaves. And then I did a couple of mushrooms to sort of tie into where he came from with the other illustration that I did with him in it. And then I did a little ground with some other little rocks and some snow falling on the ground with a little tree up the side. So yeah, this one's quite cute. And yeah, I really like this little guy, and I did say in that video that I drew that woodland creatures in, I did say I wanted to revisit him and do him into another picture, and I did. And once again, it won't be the last time you see him, because I do want to put another do another illustration, put him in it. So yes, that is my day 11 snow. And I did try to get like a glass sort of glaze, as you can see up the left side of the top of the dome. I tried to create like this glaze to say, hey, this is glass, but I don't know if I pulled that off that successfully with it, but hey, I tried. And once again, this is all, you know, learning and pushing me out of my comfort zone to get better with certain things. So now we've got day 12 and the prompt word was dragon. So I wasn't going to draw a traditional dragon, I wanted to be completely different with this. So I went with a bearded dragon, which we have here in Australia, and they are everywhere. We've got about 4 out in the yard, and my partner likes to go out and pick them up, and they're quite big lizards, and they like to get very cranky and hiss at you. And when their mouth opens, they've got like this bright yellow mouth, and they're like, I can't go near them. Like, I think they feel horrible. My partner just picks them up and he puts them on his shirt and he walks around with them like a goddamn medallion hanging off his shirt. And I don't know how he does it. Like, I've gone up to them and like patted these things, and oh, I don't like them. I don't like the feel of them. Just the way that they like. I'm not a real reptile person. I have a pretty bad fear of snakes, and every summer here I get a lot of bad dreams about snakes biting me. So yeah, I'm not a reptile person. I don't like them. But they're such a lazy animal, and they just lay around in the sun, and you don't see them until you're basically right on top of them, and then they puff up and scare the absolute shit out of you. So yeah, they're interesting little things. And in this piece, to be completely honest with you, I am sort of starting to feel a little bit burnt out now, because I sort of really can't draw every day, and this is really testing me. So this one's not one of my favorites again. It's definitely not going to be one of my favorites at all. But yeah, I did enjoy creating these little creatures. So it's like a little mummy bearded dragon with her little babies. One's a little bit older and the other one is smaller. And yeah, they like to lay on each other like this, and they like to lay around on sticks, and yeah, this is what they do. So yeah, that's my dragon. So day 13, now this one I thought outside the box a little bit, because Ash, I'm like, how am I gonna draw Ash? And then I thought about it and I went, oh my god, I'm gonna draw Ash from The Evil Dead. So that's exactly what I did. And yeah, I really enjoyed drawing Ash, and I tried to get his likeness as much as I could. And yeah, because I'm not real good at realism, and I haven't really studied anything to do with realism, because I'm sort of just happy doing what I'm doing. So yeah, this was a perfect opportunity to try and draw him to the best of my ability. And yeah, so I thought it was quite fitting, Ash. If you haven't watched any of the movies or anything like that, don't worry, I haven't either. I know about him, but I have actually never watched any of the movies or the TV show Ash vs Evil Dead. So yeah, I'm just drawing this because I have seen him around and I knew he existed, but just haven't watched anything with him in it. One thing I didn't like about this piece is I really struggled to draw ears on people. I don't know, I just suck at drawing ears, and I really need to work on it. So I really hate his ear. It is just an absolute monstrosity, so please don't stare too hard at his ear. You're probably gonna now because I mentioned it. And then I tried to put an ear on his left side and completely screwed that up, so I tried to wipe that out, and oh yeah, I really struggle. So that's one thing I've got to work on, is human ears, or just ears in general, because I even struggle to really do ears on anything, even monster ears. So yeah, I ended up just really struggled to get a tone variation with this one, and in the end it's alright, but I really would have liked different tones and variations. I tried to get his shirt as dark as possible, and yeah, it's I must admit, it is one of my favorites so far. It's definitely up there, and I do really like this piece. And yeah, hopefully so far you have enjoyed what I have been drawing. It's definitely testing me and definitely putting me out of my comfort zone, and sort of I've really had to think outside the box with a lot of these prompts, because yeah, I just don't know what to do. So yeah, I've really just thought outside the box and did what I thought was possible for my, you know, my interpretation for these prompts. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying my journey so far and following along, and yeah, hopefully you're enjoying your Inktober as well and drawing lots of good things. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!